Welcome back to our channel, and this is 1v1. It's been a while, but we've been keeping up with our score count. And as of March week 27, we started at 62, 61, and ended at 68, 65. We'll just go through them real quick, the major ones. Tottenham Arsenal, I was pretty confident. I understand why you would go for a draw. Sunderland, Fulham, no one saw Sunderland losing at home. So understandably why you went for a draw, but for some reason I just gave Fulham. Liverpool, Nottingham.
Yeah, man, I went for a draw and lost it in the last kick of the game, man.
I know.
Yeah, that was frustrating. They did not deserve that win, though. But it's
Liverpool
okay.
have not given you any results in our 1v1 series.
Nah, they don't.
If
They
you give
don't.
them a draw, they win. You give them a loss, they draw. You give them a win, they lose.
Yeah, they're my bad omen.
They're your bad omen. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You should do this when you were sure of your result with Liverpool, and then you say it, then immediately change it and give the opposite result without thinking.
That might just be the trick, man, because I don't get it.
Yeah. But we were both accurate on a draw between West Ham and Bournemouth, which is good. And then I lost Crystal Palace Wolves. I didn't think Wolves were going to lose, but they lost the game. But other than that, most of the other results, we matched them, including United win. And we both lost to Brentford, Brighton. I think Brighton won away. And Aston Villa lost to Leeds also. So that was a shocker for us. So I ended with 6 and you ended with 4. So we are at 68, 65, heading into March week 28 that started today. And who
Yeah.
saw that coming? I mean, the only winner right there is Manchester United.
Yeah, I think for this one thing I knew that I knew Villa were not winning it. Well, in sports, you cannot say you know. I felt Villa were not going to win it.
Yeah.
And then I thought about taking Wolves, but then I thought I was being overambitious
Yeah.
because,
You
man,
might be
yeah,
wishful thinking. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, Wolves held Arsenal, yeah, from behind, and there have been a problem at home. They have caused problems to Liverpool. They sacked Amorim actually because when United played Wolves, it was just terrible. They have been a problem. They beat West Ham 3-0. They
Yeah.
have just
Away.
been not, yeah, they have not been a good opponent to visit.
Yeah.
So I didn't see Villa winning this. I thought Wolves might just nick it, but I told myself, you know what? I might go for Wolves and lose this point on 1v1. So let me try and play safe.
Yeah.
And I went for a draw. But Aston Villa has not been convincing because I watched Aston Villa versus Leeds and they were just not in.
Yeah.
And they have been scrapping. And considering how tough Wolves is, I mean, I don't think Aston Villa have that momentum at the moment. They might be at a risk of sliding out of top four.
Yeah, I think I told you this if not 10 match weeks ago when Aston Villa are winning 10 games in a row. I told you, I
Yeah,
think Aston Villa are just in form. They're not in the top 2 pack. They're not there. And at that point, they were not in the 4, 5, 6 pack. But I knew they were just creating a cushion for the 4, 5, 6 pack. But they were not a guaranteed third finish. And if it gun to my head, I think Aston Villa finishes 6th, which is not bad for them considering they're playing against United, Liverpool, and Chelsea. But I think, I saw this coming. Aston Villa were not the team to chase City down and Arsenal or or keep out Chelsea and Liverpool, and United are not there then for long. So yeah, and if they're not careful, yeah, sixth is might be their position. The table is tight. That's the problem. Four,
Very.
five, six are together, and now three is in there. But when you go slightly lower, the table is still tight. So you find yourself in that mud fight. You might find yourself eighth if you keep
Yeah.
dropping points. Yeah,
I mean, if Liverpool pick points, United pick points, then it's beginning to look not good.
yeah,
Lucky for them, Chelsea plays Arsenal,
yeah,
but otherwise it was not going to look good really for them because a win for United will slide them into the fourth position
yeah,
uh, on goal difference. But again, it's not just that. Their form is mid-table,
yeah.
so it's
Mid-table?
not just enough.
No, not mid-table. Their form is bottom table.
Ooh,
Yeah, they are 15th on the form table, so that's not
ooh,
mid-table. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So they need to
That's
get their life together. But anyway, they took 4 points off us. No, 3 points off us. It was not good, but yeah, it's
yeah. It was that spell when they were in form, but I think I don't know the problem with Villa. And we are giving them some airtime at the moment, but I don't know what the problem is with them because last season they collapsed towards the end. That loss at Old Trafford, everybody was beating Manchester United. That loss at Old Trafford threw them out of Champions League.
yeah,
And right now, it's beginning to look like they're heading out of Champions League. But I just don't think they are ambitious enough because they have been to Champions League. They're playing Europe. That's money coming in. But I don't know if they have done enough on the investment side because qualifying for Champions League, selling Duran left like for almost 100.
yeah,
Before that, they had sold this guy called Musa Diaby, and Diaby was a goal threat.
yeah,
Uh, Duran was a goal threat, and then they
yeah,
couldn't even keep Asensio. And then they let their Jamaican player, I'm forgetting, Leon Bailey, to go to Italy because Leon Bailey was not good. And now they have gone back and brought Leon Bailey because I don't know how he's become good all of a sudden.
yeah,
Uh, Tammy
yeah,
Abraham has been passed around, and now they have Tammy Abraham.
yeah.
Uh,
Sancho,
you
yeah,
know, yeah, Sancho. Like, why did they not start by keeping Asensio and trying to strengthen around? I just feel like if Watkin misfires, the team is gone, and that's not good for them.
yeah. Their red flag was they even came out of the cup, but anyway, they dropped us a point each today, but we will try recover points on the next game. Which
Yeah.
the first game tomorrow is Bournemouth Sunderland. Man, these fixtures don't come any harder than this. Well, I went first on the first one, so you go on this one.
Yeah, I think on form table, Sunderland is in the bottom three, maybe. And Bournemouth has to be in the top four or top five right now.
Yeah.
Uh, so, also considering that Bournemouth are playing home, in form, playing home, Sunderland suck away, and they are in a terrible stretch. Right now, I think unless there's a surprise, I might give Bournemouth the win here.
Yeah, me too. I gave Bournemouth, and I think we even talked about this at some point. I told you once Sunderland get to 40 points, they'll slow
Yeah.
down. Yeah, they'll slow down, and they're at 36 so far with 11 games to go. Yeah, I think Bournemouth are gonna win that game, in my opinion too. Next is Burnley against Brentford. Brentford is another team that is at 40 points, and
Mm.
I think their energy will just start slowing down slowly, eventually, in my opinion. And I went with Burnley for this one because they might not get out of the relegation zone because they're 6 points away from West Ham, but they will try.
Mm.
They will try, yeah, because, yeah, I think I give Burnley this one just for the fight. Yeah.
Yeah, this was a tricky one for me because uh, I made a difficult choice here and went with the away side.
Okay.
Uh, Yeah, because I just feel like Brentford have been hitting and missing, and they lost the last game. I think they were cooked in their last game. I
Brighton
don't
at home.
remember. But
Yeah,
yeah, Brighton cooked them at home.
yeah.
And Burnley has been a difficult team to concede, but they're also not scoring enough. I understand being at home is going to be a big a big boost for them, but my instincts on this one sent me to Brentford. I feel like Brentford have had a good season. They're trying to chase Europe.
Mhm.
Probably they, they are safe, but it looks like conference is something they can fight for,
Mm.
and I think they might try and nick these 3 points.
3 points puts them 3 points, 2 points away from Liverpool. But yeah, that can be motivation also. We'll see.
Yeah, that's good if you're chasing conference
Yeah,
at this
yeah.
point. Yeah.
And if Bournemouth win, they go above them. So that's also a motivation. So
Mhm.
it's that tight. Talking about Liverpool, they host West Ham, and uh, I went for a draw. Yeah, I think I think it's gonna be a tricky fixture for Liverpool because West Ham are in the mud and they are the same on form table. They are 9 Liverpool and 8 West Ham in the last 5 games. So I think West Ham have a chance to fight relegation and they might just fight with Liverpool.
Yeah, that seems like something I'm tempted to agree with because I wanted to give Liverpool this one, considering that United might win and Wolves have lost. Not Wolves, Villa has lost, but as you say,
They play
Liverpool,
before United though. Uh-huh.
yeah, they
Yeah.
play before United, so they might want to take that point, considering United might win later. But just the fact that Liverpool have done totally the opposite of what I've said before, they might just end up losing this game.
I'll not be surprised. Because West Ham are a hard team. And it's the
Yeah,
same
so
Nuno that has been turning them over with different teams.
I'm tempted to join you on sitting in the middle,
Yeah.
but I know that when I choose a draw, they'll still choose something different because I don't trust them. But they are home, so I'm gonna go with a draw on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a draw. I know they lost to Vats. I don't
Mhm.
even just last game. I
Yeah.
don't know how that, because they looked awful. They looked really awful against Forest, but that might be a reason for them to bounce back a little bit. But West Ham really need these points. So I'm gonna go with a draw here as well.
Okay. And one man, all these fixtures just look tricky. Newcastle hosting Everton. Newcastle thrashed Everton away about 4-1, was it 3-1? And I don't know. It's a tricky fixture for me. I think so. But I
Yeah,
don't
what
know.
makes it more tricky is the fact that Everton are good away and
Yeah,
terrible at home.
yeah.
Uh, I've been having a tendency of going against West Ham, Everton when they're home, and backing them when they're away. But they lost to United, so they need this win. But again, Newcastle, if I'm going fast on this one, I guess, and I think I'm just gonna try and gamble with the home team. I know I know Everton have a good away form, but Newcastle is have a better team man to man, and they're playing home. So I don't know which team comes out on better form tomorrow.
Newcastle lacks Gimaresh. Newcastle, Joe Linton is still ish. Tonali was kind of unsettled, fitness, trying to fight back. They have the Ramses and the Murphys, and who are in form, and but I don't
The
know. So
midfield is shaking, right?
is it you're going for Newcastle?
Yeah, I'm just gonna give them home advantage on this one. It's a difficult choice to make. My hand is really. swaying between a draw and a home team, but I'm just gonna stay with the home one on the home side on this one.
I
Mm,
picked a draw because I think this is a tricky fixture. I'm gonna sit
extremely.
on the fence with this one because
That's the most realistic one, but
yeah,
let's see how it comes out.
let's see how it goes.
Yeah,
Leeds host Manchester City. Haaland is going back to where he was born.
yeah.
Uh, they
I
say
think
they
I
say
think it
Leeds
will be.
has not lost any game after 5:30 p.m. They've played 25. They've won 20. They've drawn 5.
Wow. But that factors in plenty of championship games, right?
Yeah, plenty of championship
Mm.
games. Yeah. But the Premier League has been this season and we are 10 games away. So, yeah.
Mm.
But I give City though. I think it will be a win-win for me. If City win, I get the point. If City lose, man, I'm in heaven.
True, true. Yeah, I'm gonna join you on this one, uh, because Leeds at home it goes either way.
Uh-huh.
Either way, they might not lose, but they might not win too. That's the issue with them.
Yeah.
We've seen they beat Chelsea. They turn up at home versus Liverpool. They turned up. Uh, versus United, they turned up. I think that was probably last game with
Amorim.
Ruben.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Then they
these
got
are teams
thumped
that,
by Arsenal. Yeah.
yeah, they got thumped by Arsenal. These are teams that has the potential of pulling out a draw. But also, I've seen Arsenal and Man City match results like 4 games or 5. They
Yeah.
have beaten some teams and drawn to some teams and lost to some teams. So uh, I don't know how this one turns out. I just feel like we're at a point where Man City are getting their defenders back, and
Mhm.
they might try not to get carried away and like not concede easy games. Just be
Be
solid,
professional. Yeah.
be professional because. Uh, they also they have a feeling that Arsenal is playing Chelsea. That's a big game, so they might try and be like, you know what, let's try to. If we win points, we are safe. If Arsenal wins, but if we win and
Mhm.
the Arsenal Chelsea game does not go well, maybe we have an advantage there.
Yeah.
So they might really come out to win this one. So I'll go City with you as well.
Yeah. Well, Aston Villa needed to win, but anyway, let's see.
True.
Brighton host Nottingham Forest. Who goes first? Is it me or you?
Yeah, you just went fast on the City one.
Okay.
Okay, Brighton are safe. Forest are looking at West Ham coming from behind there.
Yeah.
Forest, Forest have a new manager.
Mhm.
Uh, they've won their 2 European games and lost narrowly to Liverpool. It's a tough game it's a tough game this one.
But if Nottingham win that game, they officially go above Spurs. That is very tricky. But yeah,
Spurs have to be careful because they might be going down. But let's focus on this one first.
yeah,
I think like,
we get to Spurs next.
I'm gonna sit on the fence because I feel like Brighton is a good team and they're
Mhm.
playing home. They're good and they're playing home and they're in a good position on the table as well. But Forest are fighting relegation and
Yeah,
they don't want to come out empty-handed. So I
yeah,
think it's my Forest will put up a fight and they might get a point in this game.
yeah.
Mm.
I put Nottingham win, but it might just end up a draw. Brighton beat them away in the first leg. I'll stick with two. I'll stick with Nottingham. You are going for a draw. Fulham host Tottenham, another London derby. And
Yeah.
I mean, Tottenham, man, this is now how we start judging Igor Tudor. Uh, from the clips I saw from the Arsenal game, he doesn't seem to have the dressing room with him. It looked bad between him and Van de Ven, but that aside, Fulham are a very good team. And I think Tottenham are I don't know, unless Igor Tudor he has something more to give us. I think he's in trouble. I think he might lose that game. I think I'll go with Fulham win at home.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I doubt if he has that dressing room. And you mentioned Van der Ven, and I like the player, but I also think he's a polarizing figure because Van der Ven had an ugly scene with Thomas Frank.
Frank,
They
yeah.
had, they had an ugly exchange, and I think he ignored his handshake. And then we have here Van der Ven again ignoring his manager. So I feel like it's not a good dressing room. Also considering that their captain, who is out on a red card, a very unnecessary red card, also had issues with the club,
Yeah.
and then they don't really have talent. Also considering those injuries, uh, you know, the game versus Arsenal, I thought that if Spurs were going to do something, that was going to be the game. Uh, and a new manager. The stadium was erupting. The fans were behind the team. It was just the team to do what they gotta do. They only had one shot on target in the first half, which was an Arsenal mistake.
One shot,
Um,
no, let me clarify. They only had one touch in Arsenal box. Yeah,
mm,
go ahead. That was the only
yeah,
touch in Arsenal box. Leave alone
yeah,
shot.
yeah, which was an Arsenal mistake.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, they could have gone 2-2, but still they were going to be whooped because at any time, I don't really think that there was any sign that that Spurs were alive in that game. So, considering that game they were home, all fans were behind them. They had a new manager, and they were turned inside out. I don't see how they win at Fulham. I mean, they've done well away, but Fulham is better, and I feel like Fulham is gonna cook them today, tomorrow as well. So I'm joining with you. I'm joining you on Fulham.
Yeah. I think Spurs have a problem. And if they lose that game, they are officially 17th, and they are really in the mud fight now. Now they start fighting. Up, up, they start fighting West Ham, and that will be. I mean, this is really the Nuno derby from Tottenham,
Mhm.
Nottingham to West Ham. If he manages to get out of that bottom three, it's a revenge on either people. It's a revenge on either West Ham or Nottingham or Tottenham. But that's
Yeah, but
football right there. Yeah.
he looks like he's among the teams in better form out of the three.
Mhm.
Yeah, so he might just nick it, but I mean, how will it will be chaos if Spurs go down though. With we have the best stadium, the best facilities, and all that stuff, and they take it to the championship. And unless otherwise, it's looking inevitable because the road has been going on. Like we talk about Ange, but how has that club has had like 8 managers in 9 years?
Yeah.
It's been going down and down. Like which manager has been steady? Who has had better results there? Because if you look at 8 managers in 9 years, it's an average of a manager a year.
Yeah.
There has been never been stability in that team,
And
and
if you look at the list of those managers, it's even more worrying. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Bunch of winners.
exactly. So I feel like they might have to go to the championship and reset, like Newcastle.
Yeah, and Leicester, yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, because Leicester has facility. Facility is nothing.
True.
Yeah, you look at Leicester's facility, their campus, their stadium, they're a big club. So Spurs, they might host Beyonce right there in the championship.
Oh
Good
my
for them.
goodness.
But this other fixture, United at home against Crystal Palace. Palace are, I don't know what's with Palace. There's like their manager doesn't want to work, and somehow they still get some results, and you just don't know what to expect from them. But other than that, I mean, United are in good form. I mean, this is the best time to meet Palace for sure.
Yeah, that is true. First of all, I'm going with United. Uh, but as you said, I don't know which side of Palace stands out because United we are in a good form,
Yeah.
but we might also be a beneficiary of uh, of circumstances because uh, the way we've played, like we've had some two nervy games, against West Ham. When you drew West Ham, that when Shesko equalized in the last minute, uh, it kind of felt like West Ham deserved to walk away with the 3 points because they were solid. We were not threatening. This thing of having Ahmad on the wing and Belmo in the center is really not working well. And if you look at our last two goals, they have been scored once Mbomo has gone back to the right wing because against West Ham, Mbomo went to the right wing and brought the cross that Shesko scored. Against uh, our last win against Everton,
Yeah.
Mbeumo goes to the wing to bring the cross that Shesko scores.
Yeah.
Like Mbeumo on the wing, we have very quality crosses coming in. We're not getting that with Ahmad, and I just feel like it's about time that maybe Carrick thinks about having Mbeumo, Shesko, and Cunha because that is when we are most effective. That aside, even if you look at the game versus Everton, uh, we got 3 points because Everton just can't finish. They can't just finish.
Yeah.
It was not. They had chances after chances, baby shots. The goalkeeper was good, but there are so many good shots that came straight at the goalkeeper. So on a good day, if that was Bournemouth, we probably split the points
Yeah.
because they finish. So United has been in good form, but I still feel like as a United fan, we need more. We need conviction. Uh, we are where we are because also the position wise, we also have to factor in that uh, nobody saw that Liverpool were going to crumble this season,
Yeah.
uh, and and that also has worked to our advantage. And if you look at how we played with Carrick, also we beat City by giving them the ball. We beat Arsenal by giving them the ball. Even Fulham, we had to give them the ball. And then when we met teams that gave us the ball, like West Ham, and although Everton pinned us in our third, and that was I just don't understand how that happened for a long spell because normally we've been shining when teams have the ball, but Everton had the ball and we were literally hanging on. So it's very hard to talk about this because United is getting the wins, we are getting the points, and when you're getting the points, people don't really talk about these things. But
Yeah.
in the first 5 games of this season, we watched Liverpool win 5 games out of 5, and we said here that they are really not convincing. Somebody's going to nick them.
Yeah.
So I just feel like United is getting the points, but we really need to have more than set piece and counter attack. So far, we've just thrived on two things: set piece, counter attack. If you stop our counter attack, it's hard for us to open people up. But that being said, we are playing home, and this is Crystal Palace, and they are all over right now. And I think United should nick these 3 points. So
Yeah,
I'm,
the chance
I'm
to go third. So I think
true.
there's a lot of factors to play in, but at the same time, you never know. But I think all stars point towards United winning at home against Palace. But
That's
we'll
true.
see. And for the game of the week, Arsenal host Chelsea. Is it me to go first? Well,
Yep.
that's the easiest of them all, I think. I think Arsenal is gonna thrash Chelsea. Chelsea have no chance against Arsenal. They've lost in the last, well, in the league. They haven't beaten Arsenal for almost 5, 6 years, I think. Yeah, I think
That's
in this
yes.
London derbies, Arsenal has been very dominant. And I think we're going to put another dominant display at home in front of our fans. I give Arsenal the win. I just want to take this time to, even though I don't know, because I want to see a few games, but uh, I'll take back my words for Gyökeres for now because he scored two good goals against Tottenham, even though in that game he still lost the ball so many times against Dragoshin. But that aside, he scored two good goals. And if he can keep up that momentum to the next game, we
Mm.
need someone to offload the pressure. You don't have to score the goals, but within the game, offload pressure. Offload
Mm.
pressure from the back. And he's not doing that. But he scored the goals, which is what he's supposed to do. I hope he keeps up with that pace because that's what he's supposed to do. I don't know what you think about the game.
No, I'm gonna go for Arsenal, but first of all, I think my criticism for Gyökeres still holds.
Yes.
Spurs were all over. Spurs were all over. He had acres.
Yeah.
Dragusin was us. It's not that Chelsea have better defenders, but Gyökeres will have to prove me when he meets an organized defense. I understand that there has been talk that Arsenal wanted Gyökeres to kill off these easy teams, and
Mhm.
of course Spurs is there.
The
Spurs might be going
relegation
down.
team. Yeah.
Yeah, Spurs might be going down. I would like to see how Gyökeres fights the stubborn defenders, those bullies from Everton, but or how he deals with
Dan Ban.
uh, yeah, the Dan Burn and stuff like that. So for now, I'll still maintain my criticism. I'm still not contented. He
Me
scored
neither.
two goals,
Yeah.
and it's very hard to condemn somebody who has scored two goals. But
Mm.
I still want more. I want him to score. I want him you know, to break those games that Arsenal need somebody to,
Yeah.
like Arsenal was gonna beat Spurs. The way the game was going, Arsenal
Yeah.
was beating Spurs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want those games like when you played Wolves or when you played Nottingham away, and you need
Or
to nick something
Liverpool.
out of
Yeah.
or Liverpool. I
Yeah.
want him to
I
step up
know.
and kill those type of games before I start you know uh, I withdraw
Putting
my
praise on him. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
That's
still not
for
convinced also, and I hope he proves me wrong because I still think that we made a blunder up front, but I'm not gonna condemn him after scoring two goals. Let's
yeah.
let's let's
But
see
this one,
how.
I'm going for Arsenal. Not that I think it's an easy game as you're putting it. Arsenal has beaten Chelsea twice in a row in a span of a week. That was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And now Arsenal are looking to beat Chelsea three times on back to back to back. And sometimes teams don't like lose three times easily. It doesn't mean that they won't lose, but what I know is that Arsenal will get the 3 points. Chelsea will try being stubborn, considering they've been hammered twice in a row. It's the fourth time you're meeting this season. You drew in the league, you punched them three, then they came to your field, and then you punched them one. uh, they are going to try and make it difficult for Arsenal, but at this point, the fact that Man City is playing Leeds, uh, which looks like almost uneasy, although there are no easy points in the Premier League, I don't think that Arsenal are going to try to shoot themselves in the foot at this point. Uh, they had that bad spell. They collected three against Spurs, a very commanding win. The mood is right. Arsenal is playing home. I think Arsenal take the 3 points tomorrow on Sunday.
Yeah, and I think we got a big boost from the Champions League draw to just give motivation, but let's jump into and talk about the Champions League draw.
Yep.